YouTube. It has been a little bit since I've made a video. I apologize. I am in the process of moving, actually. As you can see, it's so empty in here. It's like echo. Echo! Stay tuned for a moving vlog because actually I am recording my process of moving. I am moving to a different state, so it's really exciting, and yeah, I can't wait. I'm very, very excited and nervous for this life change. But without further ado, this video is an updated Fang frequently asked question Q&A. If you don't know, hello, my name is Blair. I have permanent fangs. Yes, they are permanent in my mouth forever. Just kidding. They are reversible. So, not forever, but for me, forever, because there's no way I'm getting rid of these suckers. Love them so much. Best purchase of my life. So anyway, let's get into the questions. I ran a Q&A on my Instagram stories, so if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you go follow me because I post there almost every day. And sometimes I'll do little story polls and stuff. So the first question I have is, will you ever have to get them redone after X amount of years, like reshape maintenance? So this is called composite bonding, what I have. It is not as strong as like veneers or something like that. These are a material that is put over your tooth. Usually it's the same material they use to fill a cracked tooth or fill a gap. But instead they are overlaying it over your canine, and then they shape it and they cure it with a light. So yes, you can eat with them, you can do normal things with them, but they will change shape over time or like lose sharpness, or there is a chance that they could crack. Hasn't happened to me yet. I've had them over a year now, about a year and a half now, and I haven't had any cracking or issues, but I will probably want to get maintenance done on them because, they'll wear down over time. I'm going to see how long it takes for me to need that. I'm not sure. This is like my first experience, and it's been a year and a half now. So we're testing. I'm doing an experiment to see how long it would take till I would need a maintenance or retouch. So yeah. My next question is, have you ever been asked to play Mavis Dracula in a movie/video? I have not been asked to play Mavis in a movie or video, but that would be really cool. One of my all-time dreams is to be starring in like a horror movie or a vampire-esque movie. I would love that. So, let me finish my tattoos, make them look all good, and then hire me. I want to be a final girl, or I want to be the villain. What is my favorite dish to eat? I will say that with the fangs, it does make eating a lot more fun. Biting into certain things feels satisfying, the way that you can just sink in. So in that regard, I really like eating steak with them. Anything fleshy. Besides my prey, I like some steak, a little fleshy, red juices, I also really like eating sushi with them because it's just squinch it. You just squanch. Yeah. Someone said, how old are you? I am 423 years old. I'm ancient. Next question is, how long did the procedure take, and could you eat solid foods right away? So the procedure, it's not really like a procedure per se. Like, the process of getting composite bonding is very easy. You just lay back there's no like pain. It's not like they're drilling or doing anything to your teeth really. They're just putting a material over it and curing it. So you're not really dealing with any numbing or anything needed for that. So it took about an hour to do both of them, just to make sure like everything was good and straight, and that, you know, your bite, the way you close your mouth and the way your jaw sits, that you're good to close your mouth fully and chew. So it took like an hour. And yes, I was able to eat right away afterwards. Although I was so nervous. Right after I got them done, I was so nervous to eat because like I really didn't know how strong they were, and I was just like so anxious of breaking them. And I was having lots of nightmares of me breaking my fangs. And so the first week was like just hard for me to like adjust to fully biting into things because I was nervous. So a question that goes and follows that is, are there any sort of eating restrictions? Which, yes, sort of. The main thing is like, don't be careless with them. My dentist told me not to chew on ice, which he says is not good for your regular teeth either, because it wears down your enamel, and it's not good. Because you could chip a tooth regardless if you have composite or not. But definitely chewing on like hard candies, ice, like trying to break hard things with them, not a good idea. And he said not to like open things with my mouth either, because also same thing, using your teeth to like open things, there's always a chance you can chip your tooth. So yeah. Have I ever bitten someone's neck with them? For legal purposes? No. What have I enjoyed most so far about having my fangs is a great question. Ever since I was a child, here's some Blair lore. Ever since I was like a wee little child, I was obsessed with vampires, and I always wanted to be a vampire. And I even got into an argument with my mom because I really was convinced and believed that vampires were real. And my mom had to break it to me and was like, no, sweetie, vampires aren't real. And I cried and I told her she was wrong. So I think my favorite thing about having them is the inner child in me is fulfilled. Where did I go to get them done? And that would be Vegas Smile Suite in Las Vegas, of course. Dr. Tom Lawler did mine, and I was his first pair he ever did. We have a FAQ on my channel together. It's a little older. It was right after I got them done. But yeah, he is wonderful, and definitely recommend to go to him. He's done so many pairs now since he did mine, and it's blown up. I am really just grateful I could help him out too and just give him some vampires to make. Have I bitten my tongue? This is a question I get asked all the time. This is like probably my number one question. No, I actually haven't bitten my tongue since having my fangs. So I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna feel like when that does happen. I will say that I feel like I'm more aware of my mouth, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm more aware of like my teeth placement and like where my fangs are. So I feel like I avoid it in a subconscious way. I feel like I avoid it. I think I'm more careful with my mouth than I was before having fangs. So yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I'm not saying that I won't, because I might. And I will let you know. I'll give you a pain scale. Or we can ask my victims. Last but not least, I want to goth up and embrace the vampire look. Where do you start? That is very cool. I love that. I love creating baby bats. Honestly, wherever you feel drawn to is where you should start. It just comes from like embracing your inner style. I used scarecrow fangs for the longest time. I was wearing scarecrow fangs for 2 years before I got my permanent ones. So, you know, we all start somewhere. Embracing your style, adding accessories or items that you feel drawn to that brings that vampiric power out of you. Really. There's no blueprint to how you're supposed to be or what's the best way to start. I think just following your heart. So cheesy, but really. Anyway, thank you for asking me questions on my Instagram. It's very fun to answer them. And I know that like a lot of people are very curious. So yeah, I hope this answered the majority of the questions. I know there's still gonna be a lot. So if you ever are curious, come stop by my Twitch channel. I'm live 4 days a week. So you could always ask me there. That's where I'm most responsive and I try to read my chat all the time. Or leave a comment below and I'll try to get to it and I'll respond. Anyway, thank you. It was nice having a little yap and I will see you soon. Moved probably. Yeah, stay tuned for the moving vlog. It's getting crazy. Okay. Bye.